as well. So we are now live. As far as I can tell, we are live on both YouTube and TikTok. So hello, everybody up there on the YouTube channel. Hello, everybody down here on the TikTok channel. Hey, how are you, Andra? Good to see you. My glasses are not the best for seeing down there. Hey, how you doing down there? True Project Racing. And hello to all of our YouTube viewers. If you are new to the channel, this is Where's Walter TV as I knock the popper stopper all over the place. And we are all about all things cruising. So for the next hour, we will be taking your questions. We'll be taking your concerns, anything you want to know about cruising. If you're cruise curious, or hey, maybe you've been on 100 cruises, come on and join us for the next hour as we talk about all things cruising, both on the YouTube channel and on the TikTok channel. So we're streaming on both tonight. So come join us on both sides. It's good to see everybody tonight. How y'all doing? Hello. So we got Mermaid Cindy Lou. I got True Project Racing down there. I got Audra. Good to see you guys. How are you all doing? It is currently 129 days until Christmas. So, you're starting to get there. If you want to start your Christmas shopping, it's probably not too early to start your Christmas shopping. And maybe somebody wants a cruise. You can always buy somebody a cruise for Christmas. But what are you all doing tonight? It is, wow, it still says 88 degrees at 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. We are in the Orlando area. It's 88 degrees. Woo! Wow, it is still warm. We are heading over to the Magic Kingdom next week. I can't wait. We haven't been over to Magic Kingdom in a while, so that should be a lot of fun. But hey, lots of cruise news going on out there. If you all have not seen it today, very interesting. The Prima was delayed by 5 or 6 weeks already for next year. She was supposed to sail, let's see, she was supposed to sail on July 3rd, 23. Now she's going to sail on August 26, 2023. So supply chain issues hitting a ship that's not even coming out for another year. So Norwegian announced that just today or yesterday that they are going to be slowing down on that ship. So, yes, it is a good Christmas present down here on the TikTok channel. I see you guys. Everything is great. Hope all is well for you as well. True Project Racing, good to see you. Mermaid Cindy Lee, you had a COVID issue on your cruise. I am so sorry to hear that. For those of you up here on YouTube, we are streaming on TikTok at the same time. So I'm looking down at the TikTok stream. I'm looking up at the YouTube stream, but it's good to see all of you out there. And as I said, Norwegian, I mean, this is a year out and they had to postpone the release of the ship already. So supply chain issues, they're offering, I believe, a refund, or you can book another cruise and get a 20% discount. So, you can probably get a room upgrade for that 20% discount. Maybe not, but at least it's something. So, I got Arizona Cruiser over here on the YouTube channel asking, have we heard anything on the next class of Princess ships? I have not heard anything yet. I don't know if anybody on the TikTok side has heard anything about the new Princess ship, but I have not heard anything yet about what's coming from Princess. It's interesting. They are part of Carnival, so you never know what's going to happen. We know that the Celebration and the Jubilee that Carnival's getting were originally AIDA ships. I don't know if the Mardi Gras was always going to be a Carnival ship or if that was AIDA. So I really don't know. What's coming next from Princess, but it'll be interesting to see. I mean, they're probably, they might be due for another class now. So yeah. Hello, Mary Ann on the YouTube side. Good to see you from New York. Welcome to the stream. If y'all have any questions or concerns that you want to ask during the show, please just, pop them up, ask away. We're happy to help. Down here on TikTok, True Project Racing saying your itinerary has a stop in Port Canaveral. Is Disney Springs accessible? Well, it's 1 hour away. So if you want to make it to Disney Springs, it is going to be a 2-hour round trip. And it's free. Now, if you're asking if it's handicap accessible, yeah, it is. I mean, pretty much all of Disney is handicap accessible, but it will be a 2-hour round trip minimum to get there and back. So, but it is accessible, but it'll be about a 2-hour round trip. So I don't know how long you're going to be in Port Canaveral, but if you're in for longer than, enough time. But it's free to go in. There's no charge to go into Disney Springs, and you can attempt to make a restaurant reservation too if you wanted to. So. Asked by Jenny is asking if I'm a vocal coach. No, I am not. This is just a microphone that I love to use. And this is the microphone I'm actually feeding out to the YouTube channel. The lavalier I'm wearing right here is going to the TikTok channel. So this is a lot of fun. We're just bouncing back and forth between the two. But yeah, so welcome to the channel. To anybody who's new, any questions that you want to ask. I asked this on Saturday, and I'm curious the thoughts on TikTok and also up on YouTube. But I'm going to ask it again tonight. Do you think the cruise lines might be moving a little bit too fast with just lifting everything up without, maybe a couple of steps in between to see if we just open the ships up, are we going to be okay? What are the numbers going to tell us? We really don't know what's going to happen with the COVID numbers once they really start opening up the ship. I heard John Heald over at Carnival saying that it will be about 80% vaccinated now on Carnival, probably by the end of the summer. And, they're pretty much going to be on full ship. So you're welcome, True Project Racing. Yep, 2 hours round trip minimum. Obviously you got to factor in the time to get off the ship, to go get to the car, to get there. So I would factor at least 2.5 hours, and there might be traffic on the way. So I would really give yourself 3 hours to get there and back just to be safe. So, yeah, just to be safe, I would give yourself 3 hours from the time you walk off that ship to be that round trip of a way to get back. So, yeah. What else is going on? But yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you guys think the cruise lines are going a little bit too fast? Are you okay? Does this change your opinion at all about going on a cruise anytime soon if the ships are basically just going to be opened up? Do you feel safe? Do you feel okay getting on a ship for a week with the vaccination changing? I mean, I don't know. Rebecca actually has some concerns maybe about December. We'll have to see where we are in December when we go on the Symphony of the Seas, but she has some concerns about, maybe we'll need to mask up on the ship. Maybe we'll have to be a little, safer or something like that. But Arizona Cruiser over on the YouTube channel says, I think they should have tested a couple ships before opening to all. You are cruising the Mediterranean in October, and it will be interesting to see how Europe handles it. Yeah, that's the tactic I would have taken, just like P&O did with the Iona. They ran her for 5 weeks just to get some testing data to see what it shows, because, people are going to get infected on the ship. There's just no way around that. If you go into public spaces, there is opportunity to get infected. But, is there more infections if they just open it up, or does it stay the same? And that's really all we want to know. If it stays the same, then we've got no problems at all. If it tends to go up, well, then we could have some issues. And it's really the crew. I don't have a problem myself getting on as a passenger, getting off the ship, staying on for a week or two and then just getting off the ship. But those crews are on there for 6 to 9 months. And so that's where my concern comes, is will the crew start to pay the price a little bit more and maybe repeat infections, something like that. So it'll be interesting to see where all of this goes. So I really don't know where it's going to go from here. Tammy on the TikTok side is saying she agrees that she thinks they should have slowly brought back unvaccinated cruisers. Yeah. Well, I mean, they certainly have been moving slower for sure, but this was quite the jump. I mean, we've had about a year now of really, just an amazing restart by the cruise line industry. I mean, hats off to everybody in the cruise line industry. It has been just an amazing restart. And I would hate for anything to happen with everybody just trying to open it up too quick and then taking the ships to 110% capacity. We just don't want to give the naysayers a reason to go, yeah, see, cruise lines are dangerous. They're dangerous. We told you shouldn't allow cruising. So I just really hope that we don't have any issue. That's my biggest concern. And I'm just curious,
Another comment above from True Project Racing.
Oh, really? Sorry. Oh, True Project Racing. Thank you. So for those of you who are new to the channel, my wife, Rebecca, is sitting off camera right here. She has a lot of knowledge, but she doesn't like to be on camera, so she makes me do it. So, but I see True Project Racing. You're saying that you're okay with opening up the ships, but you wonder what the COVID testing on board for the 5+ day sailings. Well, some of that is going away. Some of the cruise lines, like in September, things are changing yet again. The cruise lines who just changed the rules. Some of them are even relaxing those rules. I honestly can't keep up. I'm getting a whiplash from all of these changes. So I just even stopped reporting on them because they're just changing so quickly. Basically, all you need to do is check the rules like the week or two before your cruise and see what it says right now, and then you'll know what's going on. But yeah, I don't really know. I mean, some of the cruise lines are now saying, you know, up to 16 days, you don't have to test. I don't know that Virgin Voyages has even put a date on it. I think they're just opening it up to all the sailings. So yeah, it is interesting. Tammy, you say you are going on the Mardi Gras in April of 2023. And now that the protocols is changing, you're rethinking. I mean, who knows what it's going to be in April 2023? I wouldn't rethink anything right now. I would certainly wait until, you know, January. Let's see where we are in January. But, you know, it just depends on when your final payment is. You know, you want to make that decision before final payment for sure. But, you know, April 2023 is so far away. It's kind of hard to say. And just keep in mind, you know, whether it's Carnival Mardi Gras or another Carnival ship, you're still going to go on a Carnival ship. So, you know, I don't know how the rules are going to affect one ship or another. I can tell you that the Mardi Gras, we sailed with 5,500 people in March, and I was really impressed with how well they spread everybody out. There were a couple of choke points, but it was never to the point where we couldn't move. So that ship does a pretty good job of spreading all the people out, and they got a lot of venues around. So I mean, yeah, it's totally going to be your decision, but you're going to have to make that decision by the final payment. Once you make that final payment, then you're subject to whatever the rules are in, you know, either getting a refund or changing the cruise at that point. So I see Joe's Jungle Cruise. It just popped up over on YouTube. Hi, Joe. How are you? Good to see you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. This is kind of fun doing the two together. I hope everything looks and sounds good on both channels. I really do. But let's see. What else are we talking about tonight? What other questions do we want to talk about? Actually, here's a fun one. For those of you taking a cruise, when and which ship are you? Oh, actually, I take this back. Your very first cruise, for those of you who have taken a cruise, what was your first cruise? What was the ship? When was it? Where did you go? Not that I'm nosy or anything, but I'm just kind of curious. Your very first cruise. Do you remember? What was the ship? When was it? And where did you go? True Project Racing, you say you're glad. Okay, so the dual live stream is working. Good. I'm glad you all are seeing it. Rebecca is watching the TikTok here, and we've got the YouTube up over there on the TV. I'm just having some fun. You know, why not? We've got the technology. We'll try it. We'll just see if this works. It might be dumb, but I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. But yeah, first cruise, you guys. Tammy down here on TikTok. Carnival Fantasy 2008 honeymoon. Aw, that's so cute. We were, I guess I should answer the question, huh? We were the Caribbean Princess 2006, 10th anniversary, East and West Caribbean, back-to-back 14 days. So that's what we did. Judy is saying the small Carnival holiday in 2002. I don't even know the Carnival holiday. Wow. True Project Racing, your first cruise was 2 weeks ago. Navigator of the Seas, Ensenada. Your family is hooked. Book 3 more. Well, that's the way you do it. Welcome to the cruise family. Awesome. Awesome. See, you're on a cruise and then you book a cruise and then you get home and you book more cruises. That's so awesome. Andrew saying, I'll let you know September 3rd when you get off your first cruise. And I see Mermaid Cindy Lee, Oasis of the Seas 2017 Caribbean. All of those on the TikTok channel. And Joe's Jungle Cruise over here on YouTube saying he has not done a cruise yet. Well, we got to get you on a ship, Joe. I know Tristan has been working on you with that. So hopefully we'll get you on a ship sooner than later. So that will be a lot of fun to get you up on a cruise. You know, we got to get you up there. Let's see. We got Ed over here on YouTube. Ed Roddy saying May 18th of 2019 on the Caribbean Princess. Hey, that was our ship. Yeah, that was your first cruise. And you got 4 more booked. Way to go, Ed. That is awesome. I love hearing that. That is so awesome. Welcome to the cruise family. You know, when we went on our first cruise, I've told the story. I didn't even want to go. And Rebecca dragged me onto a 14-night cruise. And by the 3rd day, we were booking our next cruise. I was having so much fun. I just wanted to do it again. Tammy saying the April cruise will be your 15th anniversary down here on TikTok. That is so awesome, Tammy. Do we know anything on vow renewal packages? No, but you would just go through guest services. You will see that there is a page. All of the cruise lines offer weddings. So that's basically going to be your first start, because the vow renewal will essentially be a wedding. So, look up guest services, or look up in like gifts or something like that. There will be a section on the Carnival website that deals with weddings. And that's where I would start. Yeah, Rebecca?
Google it too.
Rebecca's saying Google it too. And if you're on Cruise Critic, certainly you can go over to Cruise Critic and look it up on there. I mean, you could certainly search for Carnival vow renewal in the Cruise Critic Carnival forum, and you'll probably find something in there as well. Judy is saying you are excited about the new Carnival celebration in December. Your 11th cruise. Congratulations. The celebration, I was wrong on Saturday that it was going to be in Galveston, but that's the one that is going to be in Miami. And by the way, since you brought up the Carnival celebration, they are testing the Bolt, or they're getting ready to test the Bolt. So this will be the second roller coaster at sea. And it looked different. I have to say the tracks look different, unless they don't have the gears in, but the mechanism on the track looked different to me than the one that's on the Mardi Gras. So I wonder if they've already updated it. Carol with a K on TikTok says your first cruise was in 1996. You were 19. Only old people cruise back then. Oh, that is too funny. I love it. I got TB over here on the YouTube channel. New to the channel. Well, welcome, TR. Welcome to the channel. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have we ever booked Celebrity Cruise? How strict is the dress code for the main dining room? That's a great question. Yes, we have taken 4 cruises on Celebrity. It is one of my favorite cruise lines to go. All of them have been on the Solstice class. So the Silhouette, the Reflection, and the Equinox twice. It's business casual in the main dining room. So you could have a really nice pair of jeans and maybe a polo shirt, a button-down shirt. They're not going to want T-shirts in the main dining room at night. I mean, they might let you slide, but they're not going to want you to have T-shirts. And I don't know if they allow dress shorts. I don't think. Yeah, Rebecca doesn't think they do. It might be slacks, but it's not like a super strict dress code. But they do. I wear jeans a lot on the ship. I have these really nice dress jeans that I wear, and then I wear like button-down shirts like this all the time. But it's pretty much just going to be the T-shirt they're not going to want to see. And Rebecca doesn't think that they allow dress shorts back there. So that's pretty much going to be it.
Sister Cruise Line Royal will.
But,
Sister Cruise Line Royal will. But
yeah, Royal Caribbean. Yeah, Celebrity probably won't. But that's a great question. Thank you, TR, for joining the group. If you got any more questions, please jump in and ask away. Thank you so much. In fact, I'll just pop that back up there while we're going. Well, we got a bunch of questions going on down here on the TikTok. So Carol started with Royal and True Project Racing. So he's saying, so gentleman on the TikTok is saying that wore a nice pair of Levi's and a nice Hawaiian shirt with Van sneakers. And I'm assuming you're saying on Celebrity you were doing that, True Project Racing? Donna down here on TikTok, you're sailing on Reflection next June. Fabulous ship. Go to the World Class Bar. World Class Bar, up until we went on Virgin Voyages, was my favorite bar at sea. And now Virgin has a lot of great ones as well. Lori is saying on the TikTok channel that dress shorts were okay last October. That could change. And it could also be the itinerary. And it's also up to the dining captain, too. The dining captain could just let you in. So, Andrea down on the TikTok channel is asking, do all ships have dress code for dinner? Technically, yes, they do. But the biggest thing, and it depends on the cruise line as to how strict they are and what it is. Like Carnival lets you get away with a lot more. Virgin Voyages actually was kind of wide. They just wanted everything to be clean, no bathing suits, things like that. But for the most part, it's business casual. It's what they're looking for. They don't want to see bathing suits. They generally don't want to see T-shirts. They do tend to let the kids slide, but for the adults,
Carnival and Royal is
Yeah,
change
yeah.
the price.
Carnival and Royal, any family cruise line is going to let things slide more. But like Celebrity would like you to dress up a little bit more. Princess would like you to dress up a little bit more. Obviously on Cunard, you definitely. Oh, Andrew, you're asking about Royal Caribbean. It will be somewhat. It'll definitely be more relaxed. I mean, you can definitely wear dress shorts. You can wear polo shirts. Maybe a button-down shirt. The kids will be allowed to wear t-shirts, no problem. Absolutely. So great question over there. I got a couple of more questions over here on T. Oh, okay, TR, you're welcome. I'm glad that worked out for you. And you can always look up on the cruise line website, and they have the dress code listed right on there too, just to make sure that nothing has really changed. Hey, Christy Hamill on YouTube. Good to see you up there. Nice to see you. Let's see. Arizona Cruiser on YouTube is saying, they just don't go to the dining room on formal night. We no longer dress up. You prefer to relax vibe. I mean, that's the way to go. The buffet is always open on a lot of ships, so you can always go up there. And on Virgin Voyages, it's the galley. Well, except for Disney. Disney doesn't actually open that buffet. They do it like a restaurant or something up there. But that's a great, there's nothing that says you have to dress up. If it's formal night and you don't want to dress up, well, then yeah, go do something else. Even on a Celebrity, if you don't want to dress up, well, the buffet is actually quite lovely. You can go up there and get dinner, and it's quite good. Lori down on TikTok is saying that she finds Celebrity a bit more upscale than Princess. It's a little bit more, they consider themselves a luxury line, whereas, Princess is trying to be a luxury line, but I think Celebrity has elevated it just a little bit over Princess, but they're both great lines. They really are. What does that say, Mr. Boom Dude? You just down on TikTok. You just got back from your first cruise, the Carnival Dream. Well, welcome to the cruise family. Yay. Congratulations. I love seeing that. I love welcoming new people into the cruise family. I hope you had an amazing time, and I hope you're ready to book your next cruise. That would be killer. Tammy's saying, what is your favorite cruise line? We have only been on Carnival. Well, that's a great question. So Tammy on TikTok, what is our favorite cruise line? And she has only been on Carnival. So my joke is always, my favorite cruise line is the one I'm on right now. So whatever ship I'm on, that's my favorite cruise line. Up until we went on Virgin Voyages, probably Celebrity would have been my go-to. That's the one I'm going to go on next. But Virgin Voyages really surprised me. The food was great. The service was great. We did learn that quite a few of the public-facing crew on Virgin Voyages came from Disney, Celebrity, and Seabourn. So that is the level of service. I consider Disney service and Disney food, some of the best at sea. Well, I would have told you they are the best at sea until we went on Virgin. Now I would put Disney and Virgin pretty much neck and neck, and Celebrity just below, and then maybe Princess below that. So, so if I was going to say my favorite line, like the one I'm going to book tomorrow, it's going to be a toss-up between Celebrity and Virgin, to be honest with you. Virgin right now is running short itinerary, so I don't like that. It was only 5 nights on the Scarlet Lady, so that I did not like. I need longer on the ship. So if it's going to be right now, I'm probably going to book Celebrity. But then in the wintertime, Valiant Lady will be over here for 8-night itinerary. So that would be awesome. So hello. Oh, hey, Peggy. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome on the TikTok channel. Good to see you down there. Carol with a K, Princess Cruise Line is on your bucket list. They've got some stunning ships out there now. They really do. These newer ships they have coming out now are absolutely, positively stunning. You got the Diamond Princess out there. Sky Princess is out there. Just some absolutely beautiful ships. We have been on the Crown, the Sapphire, Caribbean, and Island. So we've been on 2 medium-sized ships and 2 smaller ships. We've done Alaska, Panama Canal, and the Caribbean with Princess. I highly recommend Princess for Alaska. If you're thinking about Alaska and you can do the land sea tour with Alaska, oh man, that is it. We had 14 days in Alaska. That was absolutely amazing on Princess. Mr. Boom says that on TikTok, you say your only complaint would be the amount of unsupervised kids, not the crew's fault though. Yeah. I mean, sadly, when you go on the cruise lines, I have a lot of families, especially after the first or second day, you'll just see the kids just kind of like start forming their own packs and groups and they're running around. And so that is something. Now, if you'd like to kind of get away from the kids a little bit, then you could start looking at Celebrity Princess. Certainly Virgin Voyages is adult only. Even and also cruise when the kids are in school. That can also help. Right now we're on the end of summer. Oh, and Rebecca's also saying longer itineraries. Families tend to take 7-night cruises maximum. So if you book, a 10-night, an 11-night, a 12-night, generally going to have fewer kids on there. So yeah. Let's see. Can't read your name, but you're saying on TikTok, you're saying Oceania has the best food. I bet. I mean, we've not been on them yet, but I'm betting they are really good. And then your next comment is you don't like that they are lifting the testing requirements. COVID is spreading on many cruises. I mean, COVID is spreading everywhere. So it is not just the cruise lines, but the cruise lines are they have to report it to the CDC, which is why we know about it. But unfortunately, it does spread in the theme parks. It spreads in stores. It spreads in hotels. Certainly it spreads on airplanes. So, yeah, I mean, right now, the cruise line industry is just basically aligning with the rest of the travel industry. So, TR over on YouTube watched our Carnival Mardi Gras review, the food review. Thank you for the kind words. She said it was a nice video. And did I try the guys' burgers? I actually did not on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And here's why. My brother-in-law had one, and he said it was decent. And Shaq's chicken was just freaking amazing. So I wasn't going to take a chance on a decent burger and, using up the calories on a decent burger. I wanted a darn good chicken sandwich. So I think I had 5 or 8 or maybe more Aristotle sandwiches up at Shaq's Chicken. Absolutely freaking amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing. So yeah, anybody going on the Carnival Mardi Gras, Shaq's Chicken? And I did see today, one of the vloggers that I'm now becoming friends with on Twitter said he had an awesome burger on another Carnival ship. He had the same burger on the Mardi Gras today, and it was disappointing. So I don't know. So, and that's a problem, with cruise ships, that the same food could be different on 2 completely different ships. So
It can be different depending on
who the chef is. Yeah. Let's see. Donna is saying you did Princess Alaska cruise tour in June. Oh, beautiful. The cruise tour is amazing. If you don't know, Princess and actually Holland America own hotels in Alaska. Like there's the Princess Fairbanks Lodge. There's the Princess Denali Lodge, Princess Copper River Lodge. So you're actually staying with Princess Cruises, on land as well as on the ship. And the way we did it and the way they recommended it, we had 2 sets of luggage. One set of luggage went to the ship. One set of luggage came with us on land. And then we saw our ship luggage, when we actually got on the ship. So it was absolutely amazing. So, but yeah, going back to the discussion about the protocols and lifting everything. I mean, to me, I would have loved it if we would have stayed 100% vaccinated. I mean, I'll admit that. I kind of wish we would have stayed that way for a little bit longer, but it's not my decision. And, we know the risks going in. Rebecca and I go to the theme parks all the time. In fact, we're heading to the Magic Kingdom on Monday. So we know the risks when we're out in public like that. The cruise lines are saying that now we are good to go. So we'll see. We will see. Christy Hamill over on the YouTube channel saying she looked up cruises in Alaska and they had like a 2-day on land and 7 nights on the ship. Yeah, there are some of those as well, Christy, where they're shorter on land. We figured we were flying from Atlanta to Alaska. We're going to stay up there as long as we could, because that's a long flight. That's a very long flight. So we took the full 14 days up there. So if you can stay up there longer, it is certainly amazing up there. So on the TikTok channel, True Project Racing, you have to book a 16-night cruise with your Rugrats. Well, if you have children, there you go. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian Cruise Line really are going to be the 3. Although you may look at MSC as well. A lot of people don't think about MSC, but MSC does have like a water park, and they've got Formula One racing, and they do have some really cool stuff depending on how old your kids are. And their pricing can be more in line with Carnival. So you may want to check them out as an alternative. And I'm willing to bet there won't be nearly as many kids on MSC as there are on Carnival. So let's see. On TikTok, you had a guy's burger 3 out of 6 days. That's awesome. Let's see. My glasses are a little harder to read. Everybody's. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm so sorry. Group strep on. Oh, Stacy, how are you, Stacy? Good to see you. COVID protocols are fine, but then once you get off the port, yes, that is the thing. When you're making a point on TikTok that the cruise protocols are good, but once you get off to the ports, all the bets are off, and that is, that's what the cruise lines are looking at too. We can protect you on the ship. We can make all the rules we want on the ship, but then once you get off the ship, you're now out intermingling with everybody, and then you're coming back on the ship anyway, and that's probably what they're thinking. My best advice is, just make sure you're vaccinated and make sure you are up to date on the boosters. Rebecca and I have had 4 shots now, so we're fully up to date. That is my only advice to you all. Hey, TR, I see you on YouTube. You're a new subscriber. Thank you. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel, and thanks for all the new subscribers to the Where's Walter TikTok channel who are watching on TikTok. I can't thank you all enough for following along on our journey. Who knew? I've only got, I don't know, Gary has 300,000 subscribers, so I don't know the math. I need like another 299,999 people to subscribe, and I'll catch up to Gary, who is the best. He is the most amazing, cruise person ever. Somebody asked, let me see. Carol with a K, how long is the flight from Atlanta to Alaska? Well, I know we flew to Seattle. So Seattle is probably, a 4-hour flight, 3.5, 4-hour flight. And then it was about an equal flight all the way up to Fairbanks. So we went all the way to Fairbanks. So, I'm going to say maybe all told 6 or 7 hours to get up to Fairbanks. It's probably, and it's been a while since we've done it, but I'm going to say probably. So, let's see. I got Andrew over here on the TikTok channel asking, which cruise line has the best mattresses? What a great question. What a great question. Rebecca just held up a note that said, depends on what you like in a mattress. I will say the Carnival beds on Mardi Gras were incredibly comfortable. I like it somewhat firm. I don't like it too soft. And I will say that the beds on Scarlet Lady were incredibly comfortable. In fact, Scarlet Lady actually had pillows that I liked. And Mardi Gras had pillows that I like. Usually the pillows are way too soft. Norwegian was okay. Celebrity, we haven't had much trouble with the Celebrity beds, I don't think. But I will say, the Carnival Mardi Gras, at least we were in an extended balcony cabin, super comfortable. And of course, Virgin Voyages, we were in an actual king-size bed. When you're in a suite, those beds don't split. That is an actual king-size bed. So that was super comfortable. So in my best memory, it's going to be, Celebrity, Carnival, and Virgin were the 3 so far that I can remember to have the best mattresses. So let's see what we got going on over here. Christy on the YouTube channel is saying that's how it was with Grand Cayman. They told us on the ship that they had to wear a mask, that they were mandated, but then you got off the ship and nobody was wearing a mask. So, the rules are constantly changing. Grand Cayman is one of those islands that is still requiring testing to be done before. So if your itinerary, as of right now anyway, includes Grand Cayman, you're still going to have to go ahead and get tested before you get on the cruise. I know everybody's trying to get rid of the testing. I'm all for getting rid of the testing on vaccinated. I'm totally okay with that. I want them to keep the testing on the unvaccinated, though, so that'll be a good thing. Let's see. I see some people are not liking the Royal Caribbean beds on the TikTok channel. I honestly can't remember. We're going on the Symphony in December. It's been quite a while since we did Freedom and Mariners. It's probably been a good 5 years, so I can't even comment on the Royal beds at this time. But we will be in a junior suite on the Symphony, so we'll see. I can let you guys know. I'll do a TikTok from the ship, and I'll let you guys know how it was. Andrew, you're saying on the TikTok channel, you are saying that you were on a royal ship as a kid, and they put a piece of chocolate to decorate the bed. You fell asleep on it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, those chocolates, I think, are pretty much a thing of the past. I haven't seen them in a while. They were on our last cruise before the pandemic, but I haven't seen them on the 3 cruises since. So Let's see. Donna on TikTok is saying that Princess has good beds. Yeah, I do recall that they were pretty decent. It's been a while since we've been on a Carnival ship as well, to be honest with you, or on a Princess ship as well. We need to get back in there. So, True Project Racing saying that you broke your back in the Army and your back did not like the mattress on Royal. Ooh, so sorry about that. Rebecca is saying most cruise lines use mattress toppers. So you can add or remove them based on how soft you want. And you can get, they have like that egg crate stuff that they can put on a mattress too to help out if it's too hard, too soft, stuff like that as well that you can ask for. So let's see. Christy is saying on the YouTube channel, ask for some extra fluff for the beds if you're not in a suite. Your balcony beds were hard. They were on the Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Seas just a couple of weeks ago. So she's saying that the beds were very hard on the Liberty of the Seas a couple of weeks ago, or the Independence of the Seas. I don't know which ship she was on. She was on one of those two, and the beds were really hard. Let's see. Mr. Boom is saying 10 out of 10, you will cruise again. Awesome. I'm so excited. And like I have said, cruising is not for everybody. Not everybody is going to like the cruise experience, but you got to at least give it a chance, Rebecca is saying, oh, yeah. So Rebecca is reminding that if you are in a cabin and you're having problems with your bed, you're not comfortable, talk to your room steward. Tell them what you don't like. It's too hard. It's too soft, whatever. If they can do something for you, they will. They will go out of their way to do whatever they can to try to help you have a better sleep. Because, if you're having a good time, then they know that you're going to take care of them at the end of the cruise. So certainly ask them about, any issues you might be having with the bed. Donna is saying that on TikTok is saying that the Celebrity Concierge class has a pillow selection menu. Yeah, multiple cruise lines have that now. I think, did we have that on the Virgin? No, we didn't.
And it depends. Sometimes it depends on the class of cabin you have.
Yeah, it depends on the class of cabin that you have. But yeah, that pillow menu, I think Celebrity started it.
We did use it.
Yeah, we did use it when we were in an Aqua Suite. That was lovely, by the way. An Aqua Suite on the Celebrity Cruise Line gets you the Blue Restaurant, which is an excellent restaurant. If you go all the way up to the full suite, you get into the Lumiere Restaurant or Lumiere. I can't remember. Something like that. And that was one of the interesting things about Virgin Voyages. In fact, I just recorded the review that will be coming out on YouTube, hopefully in a couple of days. One of the interesting things about Virgin is that so much is included for everybody that, we had a cheeky corner suite, but I don't know that I would necessarily book a suite again on Virgin Voyages because so much is included. Yes, it was cool to have the Rockstar agent. Yes, it was actually really nice having the bar right there in our cabin. But, ultimately, everybody has the same restaurants. Everybody goes to the same lounges. There were no special events just for suite guests. So, whoops. So, I don't know that you necessarily have to be in a suite on Virgin Voyages. Oh, Rebecca's saying that restaurant is called Lumine. Stacy, yes, down on TikTok, Blue is wonderful. Blue is fabulous. The Blue is the dining room for Aqua guests. And it's like a main dining room, but it's much smaller, much more intimate. And the food is a step above the main dining room. It's not quite to the level of the specialty restaurant, but it's definitely a step above the main dining room because they're not preparing as much food. And I think most of the food is prepared to order because it is a much smaller restaurant. And that is a nice perk. And that's like one of the things you really don't get on Virgin Voyages. You don't get a particular restaurant, but that's okay because all the restaurants are freaking amazing on that ship. Tristan is asking, does Royal have free chicken wings? As far as I know, they do not. Playmakers is the restaurant that has supposedly some of the best wings at sea, but you do have to pay for the wings. I don't think they're all that expensive. And they also have a onion ring tower that's supposed to be amazing. Our friend Stephanie, who was on the Wonder of the Seas, and she was on the Odyssey of the Seas right before that Sean and Steph channel on the YouTube channel. You should definitely be subscribed to her. She's done a couple of Playmaker vlogs, and the food looks absolutely amazing. So as far as I know, the chicken wings are not free, unless maybe they'll serve them in the buffet, on a day. But if you go down to Playmakers, I don't think they're that expensive. Maybe $6 or something like that. Um,
12 wings are $10. 24 wings are 14.
so Rebecca's saying 10 and 14 bucks somewhere in there for the
50
wing.
wings is 25.
So let's see. My guy 23, I think. I'm having a little bit of a hard time reading the names. When going to cruise during winter, what do you do when cold? So obviously we are down here in Florida, so we don't tend to hit the cold that much. But at night, you know, when we were on our March cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras, it actually got cool at night. So I'll bring a long sleeve t-shirt with me. And when we went to Alaska, you know, one of the best things that you can do in Alaska is to get a 3-in-1 jacket. So it's got a fleece inner liner, it's got a rainproof windbreaker outer liner, and then you can zip it together and make one jacket. So something like that, if you're thinking that you might get cold, you might want to bring just a jacket like that you can put in different pieces. Now, sailing out of New York, New Jersey in the wintertime and heading down to the Caribbean, yeah, it's going to be very cold until you get down into the Caribbean. So you are going to want to have some warmer clothes. But, you know, most folks, they might bring a sweatshirt with them. They'll bring a sweater or a light coat to put on over them. But you just want to have layers. You know, you don't want to go with all heavy stuff because then you're going to get stuck when you get down into the warmer climates. So, see, True Project Racing, Walter and Rebecca down on the TikTok channel. How do people retire on cruise ships? You're trying to convince my wife. Well, when you're done with her, you can convince Rebecca too, because that's what I want to do. I would love to retire on a cruise ship. Now, if you haven't already, look up Super Mario, Royal Caribbean. If you just do a search, Super Mario, Royal Caribbean, he will show up. His name is Mario. I can't remember his last name. He is the first passenger to hit 10,000 points. He cruises 50 weeks a year. He is actually an unofficial brand ambassador for Royal Caribbean. He sails so much. So you just have to do the math. You know, there are folks who say that it is cheaper than an apartment. It is certainly cheaper than going into some of these retirement homes or these retirement communities. And I don't know how you do these extended bookings. You would certainly need to talk to a travel agent and let them know, hey, look, we want to book, 50 weeks on the cruise. I think Mario just books out like a month or so at a time with his cabin. I honestly don't know how he does it. I'm sure he gets he obviously gets the most perks of anybody out there. But yeah, in terms of retiring on a cruise ship, there's actually articles out there now too about it. Some of these actual people have written about it. Some financial advisors have written about it. So, I would certainly do some research, start researching, cruise ship retirement or retiring on a cruise ship, and just start doing your research, see what other people have done. That's the best. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to try and convince Rebecca to go, retire on a cruise ship. But that would be awesome. So I see on the TikTok channel down here, I can't read. I see Gabriel is the last name, and you are asking local travel agent or online site for booking. Well, all I can tell you is what we do. We have used Costco Travel, Costco Member Warehouse. We have used Costco Travel for 17 of our 18 cruises. Virgin Voyages is not represented by Costco, so we went through Delta Cruises for that. Delta Cruises is a part of Delta Airlines. So all I can tell you is those are the two that we use. I'm not going to give you any information on something that I don't know. I can tell you that there are folks, it's word of mouth too. When you talk to folks who have taken a cruise, our dear friend Stephanie uses,
Brittany Watson.
Yeah, her name is Brittany Watson. It's like Getaways with Brittany Watson is who our dear friend Stephanie is. And Stephanie has taken many more cruises than we have. But we use Costco Travel and we have used Delta Travel. I see over here on the YouTube channel, Ed Roddy is saying Princess has the best mattresses. So we haven't been on them in a while, Ed. So we're going to have to go check it out. I mean, I want to go on Discovery Princess and get some of the gelato, because Tammy in our Facebook group was just really rubbing it in my face all week, man, with that gelato. It was so amazing. And by the way, those of you over on the YouTube channel, if you have not joined our private Facebook group, please come on over and join the private Facebook group. We've got a really good group of folks over there. It's really great. Hey, Mark, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you're feeling better. Andra is asking on the TikTok channel about passports. You can get one in 14 days before travel if you have a reservation booked. Well, maybe, hopefully, yes, the expedited passports are supposed to come within 14 days, but like everything else, it may or may not get there. So your best bet is just to get a passport as soon as you can. And of course, that question comes up a lot. No, you do not absolutely have to have a passport to do a closed loop cruise out of the United States. It is highly recommended just in case something happens on the ship. It's very unlikely you would be totally stranded on another island in another country if something were to happen, but it could take you a lot longer to get home if you don't have a passport. So we recommend it. But you can do it with an original birth certificate and a driver's license. You don't positively have to have a passport to go to go on a ship. So yeah, Mark, come on down. Andrea, you said you tried though, and they didn't have appointment near Boston. Oh, right. And Boston and a couple of other cities actually have same day where you can show up and get your passport. Right. There's only a few cities in the US that do it, but there are a few cities in the United States where you can literally show up and just get your passport if you live in the right area, hopefully. Yeah. So True Project Racing. Let's see. You're going to say you'll check that out. You've seen the articles and it's crazy. Yeah, you need to dig deeper. Absolutely. I have not really dug into the retirement on a cruise ship yet. We're not quite there yet. But when we do, I'm ready to start working remotely. I got to say, the Wi-Fi on Virgin Voyages really got me excited because it was really good Wi-Fi, and it wasn't even that Starlink service that's going to be coming online soon. So I want to start working remotely on a cruise ship for sure. I think it's absolutely amazing. Tristan, a month with food is good. Yeah, that is one of the nice things about being on a cruise ship for a month. You don't have to cook. So they just do all the cooking and cleaning for you. I do love that. Let's see. Who is that? No, yeah. What does the Costco membership do for you? So, and that's from TikTok. So if you have a Costco membership and you book through Costco Travel, the big perk that you're going to get is a cash card at the end of your cruise. And the amount of that cash card, I think for us, has been anywhere from like $50 to $400. And it depends on the cruise line you're going on. It certainly depends on the class, and it depends on the itinerary and how long it is. And that does not come until after the cruise. You got to take the cruise. But then once you do take the cruise, I don't know, a month later or so, a Costco cash card will show up, or we get a digital card now. It's a physical card. So a physical,
it was last time.
Yeah, physical card will show up, and then we can go use it at Costco. So some travel agents will give you like onboard credit and other things like that. Costco gives you cash back at the end of your cruise. So, and we also get outstanding travel insurance at a better rate than we would going independently or through the cruise line. So those are the two reasons why we do book with Costco Travel. So let's see. Andrea, yes, you can get it the same day or 14 days out. All right. I love that you guys are having discussions on TikTok. That's so much fun. We got such a good little TikTok bunch going over there. Let's see what we got over here on YouTube. The Hamill family, you have been looking into becoming a work from home travel agent. You have come to love the whole planning and all that comes with it. You love planning. I've been looking into it as well. Obviously, you do have to take some tests and do some training to become a travel agent. And becoming an affiliate of another company certainly does sound really cool. There's a lot of perks that come with it. I've been trying to get Rebecca to do that for quite some time. I would love to have Rebecca go do that. But yeah, I would say, Christy, if you are having a good time with that, absolutely go for it. Why not? I think that would be absolutely fabulous for you. Yeah, that would be killer. I put our website address up there. Tristan. Yeah. So Mark over on TikTok is saying free travel. So it is and it isn't. You have to kind of be careful that, yeah, you may or may not get free travel. And then there's all kinds of strings that may go with it and things like that. But yeah, so yeah, see, Maureen is even saying she would love to have Rebecca come do that as well. So, and just so you all know, on the TikTok side, Maureen actually is a travel agent. So some folks have been actually asking about travel agent. Maureen has been joining us quite a bit for these TikToks, and she is a travel agent. So certainly make a note of her handle there. And if you want to ask her some question, either during the chat or offline, by all means, go ahead and ping her. And I think Maureen might be in our Facebook. Yeah, she is in our Facebook group too. So if you're in our Facebook group, you can come in and ask Maureen questions over there as well. So yeah, this is awesome. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. Now, of course, Maureen and I had a nice chat the other day about travel agents, and she was asking me some questions about TikTok. But yeah, so she is a travel agent. So if you have some questions, certainly. And like I said, I can only tell you who we use. We use Costco and Delta. I can't recommend anybody else. And Stephanie uses Your Perfect Getaway with Brittany Watson. I just heard Stephanie's tag in my head. So it's called Your Perfect Getaway with Brittany Watson is who she uses. She's here in Florida as well. So one thing, I know we had a conversation on Saturday about it, and I looked it up and I saw that there was some violence going on in Ensenada, and I guess Carnival and Royal Caribbean stopped going there on their California itineraries. But I did see that Carnival at least has resumed Ensenada as of today. I didn't see anything about Royal Caribbean, but the Carnival Caribbean's Radiance and the Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas both canceled visits on Sunday the 14th. But as of right now, for the moment, Carnival is going back into Ensenada, and they're just going to keep an eye on the situation there with the violence. Very sad. When people get caught up with this, there's a lot of financial implications when a cruise ship can't come in. Those people are depending on the ship to come in for their livelihood and things like that. So that's good to see that they're getting back in over there. I've never taken a California cruise. Is anybody here taking a California cruise? Have you stopped in Ensenada? I'm very curious. I've never been there.
Frequently the one when they do the Hawaii, California, there's an Ensenada stop.
Yep. Ensenada is always the obligatory international stop, just so they can say that they stopped. I know sometimes they barely stop there. They pull in for a couple hours and then they leave. But it sounds like Carnival and Royal were doing like all day things in there. And hopefully everything is good over there. Some really good news for Virgin Voyages. If you have not seen, they just closed another $550 million funding round to get ready to launch their next two ships that are coming out. They've got the Brilliant Lady, they got the Valiant Lady. $550 million in new funding coming from BlackRock, Bain Capital, and Virgin Group. And basically, they're saying that the new funding will further strengthen their financial position in response to the recent increase in cruise demand. So even Virgin is getting a surge in demand now with all the protocols loosening up. And I think the other thing that's happening too, like we have talked to some friends about Virgin who were buying into some of that hype that, oh, it's just, techno music all the time. Oh, it's just a party all the time. Oh, it's all the sex stuff all the time. Not realizing that that's like a little part of it. But the actual,
it's only for millennials.
Yeah, that is only for millennials, that old people can't go on that ship. And we found all of that to be completely false. We found it to be an absolutely amazing time on the ship. And I think some of that is now starting to come out. And people, I've seen people on the Virgin Voyages forum on Cruise Critic, they're booking their 5th and 6th cruises already with Virgin Voyages. Scarlet Lady just completed its first year. And some people are already booking their 5th and 6th cruises on that cruise line. So now that more people are getting on the ships and we can report what it's really like, I think that was a really good move by Virgin to go ahead and raise that extra capital. So they're going to sink that into marketing. They're going to sink that into new events because they'll basically be launching the Resilient and the Brilliant Ladies almost side by side in 2023. That was actually a good call, I think, to just take that Valiant Lady offline, or not the Valiant Lady, the Resilient Lady offline for a year and just say, you know what, we'll get that ready. Let's go ahead and concentrate on the two ships that we have. If you do not know, the Valiant Lady will be in Miami for the winter season. She will be sailing 6 and 8 night itineraries. She's going to do a couple of 7-night itineraries around the holidays as well, but she will be here. I would love to try to get on an 8-night itinerary with Valiant because 5 nights, quite honestly, on Scarlet was not enough. I needed more time. The food was so good. The cocktails were so good. The entertainment was really good. Let's just say I really enjoyed that ship. You're getting a preview of what my review is going to be. And it only took me 3 tries to record it. We won't discuss that at all on here. No. Another big thing that happened too, with all the protocols being simplified coming up, Carnival literally almost doubled their cruise bookings for the same time last year. on Monday the 15th, just a couple of days ago. They said Monday's bookings were nearly double the level for the equivalent day in 2019, well before the pandemic began. So the surge is coming back big time for Carnival. I think a lot of people were just waiting for the protocols to be relaxed, for the protocols to be simplified. I'm still kind of disappointed that that CLIA did not take the lead on that, and we ended up with a whole hodgepodge of rules and regulations. And you guys say, well, wait, which cruise line am I going on? Wait, what regulation do they have? Okay, this, that, and the other. Like Disney is still kind of a holdout. Disney basically has the same rules in place. They just changed the age at which you have to be vaccinated up to 12 and over, but they're still going with a fairly strict, by new standards, with a fairly strict vaccination and testing policy on the Disney Cruise Line for the foreseeable future. So that is interesting that they are holding out, and it doesn't seem to be hurting them. That's for sure. The Disney Wish, I mean, you almost can't even get a booking on the Disney Wish. That thing is so booked out all the way through. We just put this up here. There you go. Still playing around with this whole thing. I'm actually shocked that I'm able to do this. I'm working back and forth between the two platforms. But yeah, so that, man, has it been an hour? Wow, it's almost an hour already. I tell you what, the time flies, people. Y'all are just great conversationalists. I can't even talk. You know, I should just give up sometime. But yeah, you guys are just great conversationalists. This is so awesome. Right now, we are, how many days are we away, hon?
221.
221? I thought, no.
No,
can't
121.
I was going to say, Rebecca was saying we're 221 days away from our cruise. No way. It's 121 days away from our cruise. So we're getting there. We are getting there. It's 129 days to Christmas. We will be getting off the ship on Christmas Eve. We will be going on the Symphony of the Seas, which is their Oasis class, which is their biggest class ship until the Icon comes out next year. I think the Icon's coming out next year. I can't remember. There is a new documentary series that Royal Caribbean is putting out on YouTube, making an Icon, about that. And if you don't know what cruise classes are, I literally just put out a TikTok about cruise classes. They are basically the model of ship. You hear us talking about Oasis class, Freedom class, this class. It's actually just the model. There's a bunch of ships that are basically the same model, and we call them classes and ships. I don't know. I think it's something to do with the Navy. I think the Navy started it a long time ago or something like that. So Christy is saying that their Christmas plans are changed to a spring break trip to Disney. Yeah, come on down to Disney. You know, if you can't take a cruise, come on down to Orlando. We've got really large mice. We've got boy wizards. We've got all kinds of things down here that are just really weird to talk about when you talk about it like that. Come visit the big rodents and visit the boy wonder and his Voldemort friend. Just sounds weird, odd, but it's really cool.
Pantsless
a lot
ducks.
of fun, huh?
Pantsless ducks.
Yeah, pantless socks.
Ducks.
Yeah, pantless ducks, right. And then, of course, raptors that chase you on a roller coaster, which is probably the best roller coaster I have ever been on. But the Guardians of the Galaxy is right up there. If you have not been down here to Orlando and tried the Guardians of the Galaxy, I even have a tip on how not to get sick on it. So who is down here? Andrew, you're saying it's 59 days till your cruise. And Stacy is talking about dinosaurs. Oh, dinosaurs. Yeah, we got dinosaurs down here. We got dinosaurs everywhere. We got them in Universal. We got them in Disney. They're everywhere. Maureen says 5 days until they set sail on a Carnival Sunshine to Jamaica. Yay, that is so awesome. The rodents. I know, the rodents of unusual size. And if you know what that movie is, yay. It's just so much fun. Let's see. Who is that? Thomas. What's the best cruise ship for 30-year-old couples? Yes. Really. Well, if you don't want a lot of kids, okay, you want to avoid Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and Norwegian Cruise Line, especially when school is out. But they're always going to have kids on those ships. They will have less kids, as school goes back in. If you want a more adult-centric cruise for 30-year-olds, well, then look at Celebrity Cruise Line. I think you'll probably really like Celebrity Cruise Line. Princess Cruise Line is certainly really good. Even Holland America has some beautiful ships. Now, they do skew older, so you will certainly be really young on that ship at 30 years old. But for 30, and of course, Virgin Voyages is adults only. Virgin Voyages costs more up front. But when you look at, the food's included, gratuities included, soft drinks included, Wi-Fi included, group exercise included. Once you look at everything that's included, it may end up being better. But if you're 30 oh, there's Molly the Wonder Dog. If you're looking for a good cruise ship for 30-year-olds and you want to be a little bit more adult-centric, Celebrity, Virgin Voyages, Princess are probably the 3 that I would be looking at up front. So I see a bunch of discussion going on TikTok. I'm just going to try and catch up and see if there's anything that I need. Nope. Tristan has conversations with everybody. He is so awesome. He has all these conversations going. He's got so many friends on TikTok right now. I just live in his orbit. So, and I really enjoy all y'all joining us on YouTube as well. In the future, I think this is the only time I'm going to try this dual screen. I'm just going to go one or the other. And we're going to start doing the nighttime shows, I think, over on YouTube. And we're going to do the Saturday mornings on TikTok as well. And then we might pick another evening as well. But I just thought it'd be fun to try both at the same time, just to see if I could do both. And I sort of kind of can, but it would certainly be better just to be on one or the other. So I hope you all have been enjoying the YouTube feed over here. It looks good. I like the way our pictures look. By the way, anybody who's brand new to us, those are all my pictures back there from cruises hanging up back there. They were all printed at Costco. Yeah, we do everything at Costco, so it's just kind of funny. Sarah, you're saying the 26th weekend. So you're coming down here. Cool. See, I just get caught up little bits and pieces of the threads going on. Well, I can see, gosh, we've already ripped through an hour. And I said this was going to be in about an hour. So for those of you joining us on YouTube, I thank you so much for coming out for the night. For those of you joining us on TikTok, once again, I thank you for coming out here tonight. This is certainly a lot of fun. First, I'm going to go ahead and end the YouTube broadcast. So for those of you on YouTube, I will say good night first. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're still figuring out a regular schedule for these YouTubes. So keep an eye out on our channel. And we're going to get into a regular flow. Just like we have a TikTok, we do Saturdays and Wednesdays. We'll get into a regular flow with the YouTube as well. So thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. And we will see you guys soon. Good night up on YouTube.